Hey, what's going on, everybody? What's going on? Am I live again? Am I back on? I don't know what happened there. My live stream just kind of ended, and I don't know why. I've been trying to fix it for like half an hour. Am I going here? Am I back? I don't know what happened. The last stream just kind of ended randomly. I'm trying to fix it. The live stream kept going for 20 minutes after it randomly ended, and I didn't even realize it. I don't know what's going on. I don't know what's going on, but I'm going to keep going. Hopefully this stream stays up. Hopefully it keeps going. Is it live right now? Is it working? Okay. We're going to keep going. Hopefully we don't have another live issue. Oh, they even got the change jar for their trip. That's so cool. The Paradise Falls jar. That's so cool. Hey, you're back, ESF Lego Man. I'm not sure what happened there, but like the stream just kind of cut out, did it? Because like I was going for like 20 minutes and no one was on the stream, and I thought you just left or something, but then like 20 minutes later it told me that the stream ended. Like after the fact. And then I don't know what's going on here, but I'm gonna keep going. $30 battle packs are a thing. Oh my god. Isn't that just great? You heard a rumor about it? Well, the rumors are true then. Oh, man, I put this on wrong too. I put the stupid sticker on wrong and now I can't fix it. God damn it. I guess it's just going to be forever crooked. This is pissing me off. Look at this sticker. It's just like, now it's just crooked forever. Because I put it on wrong. Screw you, Lego. I didn't know I had to put it on the specific angle so they would freaking... I'm pissed. It's a clone versus droid battle pack? Oh, man. It's not like we've ever seen that before, right? Do we know what kind of clones? Are they like 501st or 332nd or something? Or are they just random, like, troopers? Not yet? Okay. I mean, it wouldn't even be bad to get, like, a normal clone trooper, like, Phase 2 battle pack. Because we don't have a lot of, like, normal Phase 2 clone troopers, do we? If at all. Do we? Do we have normal Phase 2 clones? I don't know. You only know it's a droid v clone battle pack. Well, maybe they could do something interesting with it. Hopefully it's worth the price. If it really is freaking whatever, like $30. Not in the new style? Well, I guess we'll have to wait and see, right? Wait and see what happens. This clone battle pack. I wish they'd go back and revisit some of the old Clone Wars stuff, you know? Like, that would be cool. Like from older seasons. Like, there's some great stuff there that never got made. Like, imagine if they made a set based on Mortis or something. Like, that would be awesome. Or even if they made a Camino set. Like, that would be cool too. Because they keep revisiting, like, old movies and like, these really random, like, oh, another version of Yoda's ship or whatever. Like, how many times do we need a new version of Yoda's Starfighter? Like, are you serious? Maybe it's a shock trooper set since they're going to be in a 130. Yeah, that's possible, right? Could happen. Could happen. That would definitely explain the price hike, right? It's like, okay, it's like $30. Like, what the heck? Like, if they were like special, whatever figures. Because I mean, at this point, like the 332nd, the 501st, whatever, like all those ones are like fairly common at this point. Like in the last couple of years, they've come in so many sets. They're pretty common, right? But if it was some like new shock trooper thing, then definitely explain why it's so expensive. It's kind of like what they did with the Dark Troopers or whatever, right? They were like, okay, they're in this really big set, and then they put a bunch of them in like a smaller set that's still fairly expensive. Like, I liked that Dark Trooper set, but man, was it too much money. It was like $45 or something, like crazy like that. Wonky. Like, I did those Jedi Fallen Order live streams, and they kept glitching out. And then like these streams are like glitching out too. Like, I don't know what to say, man. I don't know what's going on with that. I don't think it's bad internet. It's got to be like my computer or something. I don't know. That would be cool too, right? But they probably wouldn't call them assassin droids because that's too offensive, right? Because we can't have the slave one. We probably can't have assassin droids because assassin is like kind of a bad word, right? It's a kind of a violent word. We don't like that. We don't like that word. Or what are they called? Not assassin. Is that what they're called? Like the ones that are like black and orange and they like have like the white eyes or whatever. I forget. I think it's assassin droids, aren't they? Okay, let's see if I can actually put the sticker on properly this time. Oh, fuck off. Did it end again? Did the stream just fucking end again? Am I still live? Wait. Oh my god, I was like losing it, man. I was like, did this thing just end like again? I thought it glitched out again. No, it's okay, no worries. I thought like I saw that like there was no one on the stream all of a sudden, like there were two people and suddenly there was no one there, and I was like, oh my god, if it just ended again, like randomly for no reason, like I don't know what is going on, man, with my freaking internet or whatever, but it's so bad. It's not good. It's not good, my internet or whatever it is. I don't know what it is. But yeah, I was just confused about the assassin droids or whatever, because I don't know what they're called. There's the commando droids, there's the B1 battle droids, the B2 battle droids, and then there's something else. There's the droidicas. But then what are just if you can just look that up for me. What are assassin droids? Is that a thing, or am I making that up? There's like buzz droids, vulture droid. Like I know all the droids. I know my droids, man, but I don't know what I'm thinking of when I say assassin droids. I don't know what I'm referring to or what I'm thinking of. I feel like I'm making it up. I feel like I'm making that up. I don't know. Oh, okay. So, okay, right. They're IG units. Okay. Yeah, like the Taika Waititi droid. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Now I remember. Yeah, I guess they kind of Mando like almost changed what they're known as, because I think Mando kind of changed them to being like bounty droids or whatever. It's kind of what they called them there. So then they almost changed the name. Assassin droids. Okay, there we go. The mystery has kind of been solved. I feel like there's another kind of droid that I'm forgetting, though. Like, there's battle droids, super battle droids. And then there's the droidicas, vulture droids, buzz droids. Those are all the droids, right? And then the frickin'... Like, or at least I'm thinking of the separatist droids, I guess. For some reason, I thought assassin droids were like separatist units. I don't know why. I thought they were like part of the CAS regime, but they're just like IG units. There are 3 sets we know for 2024. What are they? I forget. There was one that we were talking about the other day. I'm forgetting it now. There's so much in my mind that I forget about these things. One is unknown for $100. Okay. How interesting. And the other is something for the Young Jedi show. Oh yeah, when I was looking on Lego.com to find this set, I saw something from that Young Jedi show. I think it was like a junior set, but I was like, oh, I didn't even know that was a thing that was happening. Like I knew about the show, but I didn't know that they were making sets based on it. I don't know. Is the Young Jedi show canon? I thought it wasn't canon, but I heard someone saying it was. So I'm like, do I need to watch that? I don't know. Because that Resistance show was canon, I think, and I couldn't care less about that. Probably because I just don't care about the sequels in general. Really. So. It's canon? Is it really? Well, I don't know. Have you watched it? Because if I knew it was actually watchable, then, but I don't think I'm really the audience for that. From what you heard, okay. Well, that's interesting. That is very interesting. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I'm actually like debating whether or not I want to watch the Ahsoka show. Like, I really like. I probably would have time to watch it, but I'm like I'm just dreading what they're gonna do to the character. And like, I mean, they already kind of messed up her character in Mando and Boba Fett, but I'm like, can they mess her up more than they already have? And then Thrawn too. Like, that's the main thing too. I'm like, but here's the thing. I'm honestly thinking Thrawn's just gonna be in like one scene. Like, I'm not joking about that. I feel like they're in the trailer. They keep showing this one shot of him or whatever, or these two shots of him, and I'm like, I wonder if he just won't even be in it. Like, I honestly wonder. Like, I honestly wonder if he'll just be in like one scene, and that's the thing they're showing in the trailers, and he's not going to be in the show. Like, they're just using Thrawn as like bait, basically, to get people to watch it. You're talking about the Young Jedi. Oh yeah, I know. You're saying it's better than the whole Mandoverse. Yeah, I mean, I don't doubt it. Anything is better than the whole Mandoverse, man. I can't believe it's gotten to that point, the Mandoverse. Like, that's not what I don't want Star Wars to be like the Avengers. Like, I get that it's a connected thing and there's all these separate stories, but like, does it need to be an Avengers? Like, do we need to have Mando, Boba Fett, and Ahsoka, and Bo-Katan, and all these guys? Like, do we really need to have them be like the new Avengers of Star Wars or whatever? Like, I just don't like that. I think that's lame. Like, it's just like it takes away like the identity of Star Wars. Like, what is Star Wars? It's just being a Marvel ripoff. Like, come on, man. Like, Star Wars is more than that. It's more interesting than that. I don't know. Do you think that Ahsoka will be better than Mando, at least the last season? Or do you think it's going to be like on the same level of quality? Because I'm like, I really don't know. You think it'll be better? I don't know. We'll have to wait and see, right? I don't know. The thing I just couldn't get over with that trailer is how they were like, oh, yeah, it'll probably still be bad. I'm like, it's unfortunate that it's gotten to this point, right? Because, like, Bad Batch was so good. Like, that whole show, but, like, that last season was so good. And I was like, man, what a way to start the year. Like that basically like kickstarted the year. And I was like, man, this was so good. And then Jedi Survivor was also really good from what I've seen. And then it's like, oh no, Mando and Ahsoka and whatever. Is that other show even coming out anymore? The one with Jude Law? I forget what it's called. But there was that show with Jude Law in it. It was Star Wars, and I don't know if that's even happening anymore. Mr. Matty, how's it going, man? Good to see you. It's coming out in December? Okay, I didn't know if it got delayed because of the writer's strike. Because that's really been messing up a lot of productions recently. You saw the new Barbie, eh? Oh, nice. Nice. I want to see that. The main thing I want to see right now is Oppenheimer. I really want to see Oppenheimer, but no one is willing to go see it with me. And I can't just drive to a theater because I don't have a license, and there's no theaters in my general area, so I'm going to have to wait. But I'm glad to hear Barbie was good. Yeah, Oppenheimer. Yeah, you want to see it too? Yeah, I've been hyped for that for a while. I've been going on a bit of a small Christopher Nolan marathon recently. So I'm ready. I'm ready for more Nolan. Just bring it to me. Yeah, I rewatched. What did I rewatch? I rewatched Memento, Dunkirk, and Interstellar. When did I get this set? I ordered it on. It's funny actually. Funny story about it. And I messed up the sticker again. Oh frick, dude. So here's the okay. I will tell you how I got this set, but this is messed up, dude. So they put these stickers in here on these little portraits you have to put on the wall, right? And then, but they're on these tiles that are like they're not lined up properly. So when I put it on this wall, it's like sideways. Look at this, and it's happened twice now. So now I will have these forever sideways pictures in this Lego. Oh, Lego, you suck. I hate that. It's messed up. I can't get them off. Otherwise, I'm gonna screw up the stickers. Unless I find like a way to put a stud underneath or something. I don't know. Maybe I can find a way. Life finds a way, right? As the great Jeff Goldblum would say. But yeah, funny story about the set is I was like this weekend I'm just chilling out on my own. Like my parents have gone camping and I had to work on Friday, I have to work on Monday, so I couldn't go with them on this trip. So I would just hear I'm like, what am I gonna do for the weekend? I was like, I want to buy something Lego. I want to build something, you know. And so I was like, I've been wanting to get this set for a while. I went on this whole like trek around my area looking for this set. I went to like 5 different stores. Couldn't. Why don't you just order it on Amazon and it'll come to? Oh yeah, why don't I do that? And so then we ordered online and then it came like yesterday. And I'm like, okay, well, I mean, I don't know why I went on this great mission looking for this set when I could have just ordered it the whole time, but that's the story. That's the legendary tale of what happened. But it's pretty. I'm liking the look of it. I'm liking the look of the set. I'm breaking up a little bit. Oh, really? Let me check if my stream is still gone. My stream glitched out earlier. This is my second stream because the first one like randomly glitched out for some reason. So I'm not liking this vibe here. Okay, now it's going good. Okay, good. Yeah, let me know if someone goes on because Oh, it was on your end? Okay, good. Yeah, because I'm hoping this stream doesn't randomly glitch out like the last one did. There's something wrong with my technology, I think. I don't even know if it's the internet or not, but it's annoying. But yeah. Yeah, so yeah, the Barbie movie was good, eh? That's good. I have not seen the new Indiana Jones, have you? I heard like I don't know. I heard, to be honest, I heard bad things about it. Um but some people liked it, I know. I know some people liked it for sure. I just like the thing. I don't know why, but like so many of these movies this year are so long. Like, the thing about Andor is it wasn't connected to anything besides Rogue One. I mean, it was kind of connected to a bunch of stuff in Star Wars, but it wasn't like egregious. It wasn't much like cameos and stuff. Um, but yeah, I mean, the weird thing is that like so many of the movies coming out this summer are really long. Like, like that Mission Impossible movie was like 2 hours and 40 minutes. Indiana Jones is like apparently 2.5 hours. Uh, Friggin' Oppenheimer's literally 3 hours. Like that's crazy. Yeah, it's just crazy. Yeah, it's just crazy. How long all these movies are. How long all these movies are. You rewatched Andor recently? Nice. Yeah, I rewatched it a couple months ago. I liked it more. Like I liked it. I still liked it when I first watched it, but I think it works better in like one viewing. Like I watched in like 2 episode chunks. Like I watched it over the course of a couple days, and like it works better in chronological order than it does watching it week by week. Like that's what we were talking about earlier. I was like, I think that Star Wars theory guy is like kind of stupid sometimes. I think that that's why he didn't like Andor. It was because it feels slow when you're watching it week by week. At least some people, that was their complaint. But watching it in order, it's like it's so engaging, that show. Like just watching it like all at once, basically. Like it's such an engaging story. Like it's really good. I did this great marathon where I watched like Rebels, I watched Andor, and then I watched Rogue One, and like all the little details like that tie through all those shows in the movie. Like it's so great how it's like Rogue One has become the centerpiece basically. Because I honestly think like Andor and what Rebels and whatnot, I think they improved Rogue One. I really do. I think the Rogue One's a better movie because of those shows. Like they add so much context that was missing in that movie. Like they fill in the gaps. Like you actually care about Andor, like as a character now, and like knowing all these different elements that came into play, like for that movie to happen, it's like it really enhances the whole thing. Like it's so much better with the context of those shows. Like I know some people don't like Rebels, but I do. I think it really adds a lot to the whole series, the whole story, you know? There was I forget what it was, but there's like one episode of Rebels where Mon Mothma's there, and she says some line about like to Ezra about like his fight and how she understands fighting for your people or something, and it's like having watched Andor, I was like, man, that actually hits harder. Like these characters, like Mon Mothma is such a great character now. It's like she was in the original movies and like no one cared about her, and now she's like a legitimately great character. Imagine if Ahsoka leaves off on a cliffhanger. Yeah, I mean, do you think it'll be one season, or do you think they're gonna make more? Because I honestly I don't think it's gonna be one season. Because like they have Ezra in the hologram, but I don't even like they didn't even announce who they'd cast as Ezra until like relatively recently, like not even a year ago. So I honestly think that he's probably not even going to be in the first season. Like they're probably just going to make it like, oh, like another show. Yeah, you're probably. Well, I mean, there's that stupid movie, right? They're going to make like the Star Wars Avengers movie. Like people are calling it the Mando movie or the Mandoverse movie, but I'm just gonna call it the Star Wars Avengers movie because that's basically what they're making it into now. The Star Wars Avengers. And then I wonder if they'll make like an Avengers like theme for all those guys when they come together. It's like da 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 da. I'm like not looking forward to that. I don't know. I just don't understand why they're acting like Ahsoka and Sabine have like this great history or whatever. Like, the thing is, if they want to develop that, I hope they spend time on it in the show, and they like because it'll be weird going into this because people are like I've seen people talking about how it feels so great to see all these elements from Rebels being incorporated into live action, and I'm like, I guess it's cool, kind of, but you know. Yeah, Dave Filoni's going to be directing it, right? But like, I just think it's weird that if they jump into the show and they're just acting like, even for people who've watched Rebels, like Ahsoka and Sabine are like best friends or whatever, or they were like, they're implying that Ahsoka trained her or something. But it's like they need to have flashbacks, or at least have some of the. I don't want them to do another Boba Fett thing where like it cuts back and forth between the flashbacks all the time. But they need to explain why they're trying to imply that like Ahsoka and Sabine have this great rich history. Because in Rebels, they barely knew each other. Like Ahsoka was there, she hung out with Kanan and Ezra, but she barely talked to Sabine. I don't even think they had a scene where they talked at all. Like there's the one final shot where like it's implied that they're gonna go off together on this great adventure to find Ezra. But I don't know. I think that I really hope they don't drop the ball with this Ahsoka Sabine dynamic that they're trying to go for. I mean, they probably will. I just don't know why Sabine has to be a Jedi, though. Like, do you think that's what they're going for? Do you think they're going to make Sabine a Jedi or whatever? Like, that's going to be so dumb. Because I thought the whole point of Sabine is that she didn't, like, need to be a Jedi. I swear if they do. Yeah, like they I thought they made a really good point of showing in Rebels that she like trained with the Darksaber. There's no way she's not going to be a Jedi if she's going up against these Sith people with a lightsaber. Like, she can't fight a fully trained Sith person if she doesn't have the Force. So they're probably going to go for that. And I really don't know if, because where are the hints? Like, did they ever imply in Rebels that she was Force sensitive? Because I don't remember that happening. I think they're just making that up. It's just because, like, you know, whatever. Dave Filoni's saying that this is like the Ahsoka show is basically going to be like Rebels season 5, and I'm like, then why didn't you just make Rebels season 5? Like, why didn't you just do that? Like, Rebels had a good ending, and now they're probably going to screw it up with Ahsoka. Like, why don't you just like they? It's not even going to be about Ahsoka, is it? It's going to be about Sabine, basically. Like, why didn't you just make Rebels season 5? Why do you need to? Like, it doesn't seem like this is really going to be that much of a story about Ahsoka. Like, it's like, oh, she trained Sabine or what? I don't know. It's just everything that I've seen of it just doesn't sound good. Like, it doesn't look good, man. Which is disappointing, because if you'd told me that they were making an Ahsoka show like 5 years ago, I'd have been like, holy crap, let's do it. This is going to be awesome. But, like, the track record that's been set by these Mando shows is not good, man. Like, the bar has not been set high. I'll put it that way. Especially after the last season of Mando, which was, like, such a train wreck. Do you think they're going to have, like, another cute droid thing or whatever? Like, you know, we were talking about how they always, like, most of these bad Star Wars shows have, like a cute, like, merchandisable toy thing. Like, Obi-Wan had the little ladybug droid, and Mando has Baby Yoda and whatnot. Like, do you think Ahsoka's going to have is it going to have a little cute creature or droid or anything like that? I feel like they're going to do that. Oh, wait, Sabine has a Lothcat, doesn't she? They showed that in the trailer. Oh, no. There's going to be, like, the cat thing. That's what it's going to be. They're going to make it like a Lothcat. Oh, no. I can already see the warning signs. Oh, no. I mean, I thought the whole point was that Ezra was the only one that could really communicate with the creatures, like the nature of Lothal, because he was like from that planet. But like Sabine, I guess, now has this like personal connection to the planet. But like, why did Sabine not help out in the events of Mando? You know what I mean? Like, where was she when like they were going back to take Mandalore or retake Mandalore or whatever? Like, where was Sabine? Like, she just couldn't show up for some reason. She had to like hang out on Lothal. Why? Why is she just chilling on Lothal? Why doesn't she like help out with her own people? I don't know, man. I really don't know. I just do not know. I just don't think it'll be good. Like, I really don't. I can see the warning signs already there. Like, I have like a tiny sliver of hope that they can pull something out of it, but like, not much. I don't have a lot of faith in Dave Filoni or Johnny Favreau. I don't believe in those guys. Except when it comes to animation, Dave Filoni actually seems to give a crap, and that's when he puts in the work. Here's a question. What do you think is the best like Star Wars from a like music standpoint? Like what do you think the best Star Wars soundtrack is? Like that's it's kind of hard to define that because there's been so much variety, right? A lot of people will say the original because it's like the classic or whatever, but I don't know. Like stuff like Andor is so distinct, you know? Like it's really hard to pick one because it's like I would argue that all Star Wars music is at least decent. It's the one consistent aspect of Star Wars. Like you can always count on the music being good. Okay, we got bag number 3. Let's do it. More than halfway there. We're in the home stretch here. Andor hits different? Yeah, I agree. Like, correct me if I'm wrong, but I think it's the only Star Wars show that hasn't used, like, old themes. If you know what, like Obi-Wan didn't use a lot of classic Star Wars music, and Mando didn't use a lot of it originally, but like even then they brought it in for Boba Fett, like they had Yoda's theme and stuff like that, and the Force theme. But like Andor, like I don't think there is any old Star Wars music in it. Like there's nothing. It's like completely different. I mean, Bad Batch is pretty unique too. I'll give it credit. But it does use some of that kind of classic, like Imperial March and whatever. Which isn't like I don't think it's a problem to reuse like motifs or whatever. Like I think it's good. But Andor does deserve credit for being like incredibly distinct. Really unlike anything before it. I don't know. I mean, I think it's a good thing that the Andor guy, Tony Gilroy, I think it's good that he's like halting production on the show because of the strike. Because you didn't want it to be rushed out or whatever. Like when that strike happened in 2009 or whatever, that was horrific. Like some of those movies that came out around then were so bad because of that strike. Like, did you ever watch that? It was like the second Daniel Craig James Bond. I forgot what it was called. But that movie like ended up being pretty bad because they had the friggin' writer's strike going on. Yeah, I really hope that Bad Batch doesn't get delayed. Because I'm like, Bad Batch is the one consistently quality piece of Star Wars media. Like, I don't want that show to get delayed. I really don't. It's actually good and it's not garbage. Like I'm sorry, but like the rest of Star Wars recently has just been garbage. Like Andor was good, but like this year, like I mean Fallen Order was good too, but like from a film medium standpoint, like Andor was good and that was last year. This year the only good thing was Bad Batch. And then you've got like whatever else. The freaking Mando was bad. Ahsoka will probably be bad. Like I don't know. I don't know. Who freaking knows? Who freaking knows? What was my favorite Andor episode? Oh, that's tough, man. That's really tough. Um, a lot of people say episode 10. Um, but I don't know. I think it might still be 6. The end of the second arc, the heist episode. That one's so good. Like the way the note it ends on, and like the fact that like most of the characters die. Like it really does set the mood. It sets the stakes. It's like, okay, like here we are, we build up all these characters and then like a majority of them are dead. And I'm like, this is good. Like not for the guys that died, but I'm glad this show has consequences. You know, what's your favorite one? Episode 12? Yeah, that one's great. It is great. The finale. Like I freaking love that speech that Marva gives to everybody. Like I basically have that memorized now, and I'm like, if I need to like motivate myself, I'm just like, all right, time to listen to Marva's speech at the end of Andor. You know what I mean? Like that's such a great moment there. I think it's because like that episode's really subtle. Like there's a lot of subtle acting in it. Like people have pointed out, like the one guy, I forget what his name, but you know, like the kid or whatever who like throws the bomb into the riot or whatever and kind of starts the whole. Like, it's when everything goes to hell, basically. Like his like dad or whatever got tortured and killed by the Empire or whatever. Like that kid, like he doesn't have a single line of dialogue in that episode, and yet like that guy's so good at acting. Like he's just like you can just like read everything on his face. It's like so impressive. Like, there's so much subtlety in that episode. It's really great. And like yeah, it doesn't pay off all the like, it doesn't resolve everything, but like it does like it is still satisfying. Yeah? Oh yeah, Nemec's Manifesto. That's great too. Nemec's Manifesto. I love that one too. Yeah, great like moments of like that, you know, it's interesting about Andor is like the dialogue in it is actually really good. Like Star Wars, like it, you know, I like Star Wars as much as the next guy, but it's not really known for its like great dialogue, if you get what I mean. But like Andor, like you've got Stellan Skarsgård's freaking monologue. You've got, you know, friggin' what's his name? Andy Serkis? You've got his like, you know, rousing speech to the prisoners, and then you've got Nemec's Manifesto and Marva's like eulogy. You know, like all those like that's such like all those are such great moments of dialogue. Like that's really well written stuff, and that's not something that you often hear in Star Wars. Like what's Nemec's thing again? He's like, there are times when the struggle feels impossible. I know this already. Alone, unsure, dwarfed by the scale of the enemy. I forget the rest of it. And then he's like, authority is brittle. Oppression is the mask of fear. I love that too. Oppression is the mask of fear. It's such a great line. Remember this. Try. I love that so much. And I've seen people talking about that too, how when he says try, like he ends his manifesto or his little monologue by saying try. And that's almost like it's the opposite of Yoda's words, right? Where he says do or do not, there is no try. And it's like, it's so powerful. It kind of spits in the face. It doesn't spit in the face, but it is the opposite of what Yoda says. And it's still like powerful. Yeah, I've tried to dedicate a lot of those to memory because I'm like, I like to remember these speeches, these lines. The one, it's not from Star Wars, but the one that I have dedicated to memory is Lord Asriel from his Dark Materials. I'm not sure if you've watched that show, but his dialogue is great too. You should just look that up. You should just look up Lord Asriel's speeches. There's like 2 of them, and they're so you should just listen to them. Like the dialogue is so good. Nemec's Manifesto and like all that great stuff. All that. Oh man. That's why I love Andor. The freaking dialogue, man. It's so good. I could listen to that all the time. Or like, do you notice the detail of the? Oh yeah, you're excited for the ghost set. Yeah, that'll be a good one, right? But did you notice the detail in Andor where in the prison arc he says nobody's listening? That's kind of his whole. He's like screaming to all the prisoners. He's like nobody's listening, and then at the end of Rogue One, he says, "I wonder if anyone's listening." It's like such a great parallel. I didn't notice that at all until I watched Rogue One again, but I love it. Yeah, the ghost set will be cool. It is weird that Hera's kid doesn't have green hair anymore, though. I can't get over that. You didn't rewatch Rogue One? That's fair. I think there's a video of it. If you just look it up, like Andor, nobody's listening or something, and if you like, you can find a video where this guy plays both of those scenes back to back. It's really cool. There's so many, or like there's the one where people keep saying climb. I think that was a bit more obvious, but it's almost like at every point in Cassian's journey, when something significant happens to him, someone says climb. So like, first it happens with Nemec, where they're escaping from the garrison, and he tells them to climb. The same thing happens in the prison arc when they're breaking out of the prison, and Andy Serkis says climb, and then Cassian says it at the end to his friends on Ferrix, and then in Rogue One, it's K2SO who tells them to climb to get the Death Star plant. It's like this reoccurring line, this reoccurring theme, this motif almost. The Ghost became your favorite set of 2023. I don't blame you, man. I mean, it looks really solid. It's good that they're kind of going back and improving these older kind of sets. You know, these Rebels sets. You know. Well, I mean, I know it's not a Rebels set, but you get what I mean. I don't know what my favorite Lego set of this year is. Maybe this one. It might be this one, actually, because I don't know how many Lego sets I've bought from this year. The last Lego set I bought before this was that freaking James Bond Aston Martin, but I think that's from last year or a couple years ago. I don't think it's from this year. So I haven't bought a lot of Lego recently. I just haven't had time. And I think I'm running out of space too. Like, I haven't done a room tour or whatever in a while, but like, I don't have a lot of space in my room anymore for like massive Lego, you know? Like, there's that new Lord of the Rings Rivendell set. It looks so good. And it's like literally a dream come true for me as a Middle Earth person, but I'm like, it's so much money and it's so big. I don't have space for it. I just don't. And it's kind of unfortunate, but I'm like, I gotta be selective about what I purchase. You don't have a spot for the Yavin 4? Oh, yeah, the Yavin 4. I forgot about that one. Yeah, that one looks great, too. Yeah, it's kind of like I've got to, like, I got to pick and choose what I buy, and then I'm also, like, some of the stuff's going to have to go into storage. You know? Like, some of the stuff is going to have to go, like, into, like, boxes. And I'm like, which ones do I want to put in boxes? Which ones do I want to get rid of? Because I don't really want to get rid of any of it. Yeah. I don't really want to get rid of any of it. You put the slave one on top of the palace. Oh, you can do that? Oh, I didn't know there was space for that. That's cool. Did you have to modify the set at all? Not at all? Wow. You should send me a picture of that. I'd love to see that. That sounds really cool. It's kind of tedious putting these tiny pieces on the roof of this set. What do I think of the new Boba? The one in the weird mech thing or whatever? Or is there a new Mando versus Boba or whatever? The mech? I think it looks great. I actually like. I kind of want to buy that set just to get that figure. I don't like. The thing is, I have an original trilogy Boba, but it's like it's on a keychain, and it's like really faded and old. Like it doesn't even. If I had it on me right now, I would show you, but like the printing on the helmet is completely scratched off and everything. And then I have like the Boba from the '90s sets or whatever, like from the 1990s, or I guess it was 1999. But I don't have an original trilogy Boba, like a modern version of it. Yeah, the new face print's cool too. There's new Vader. Yeah, that looks cool too. Vader just keeps improving. Like I thought they couldn't get any better than that one a couple of years ago, but keep finding ways to improve them. But I would like to see them actually go back and like modernize some figures that they haven't made in a long time. Like I think you were saying Mon Mothma is an example. Like that's a character they haven't made in like a decade or over that, and it would be nice to see them improve that figure because some definite improvements could be made. The Beach Vader. Yeah. Yeah, that looks so cool. I agree. Someone who's just playing in the sand. Yeah, it must be the stuff of nightmares. Didn't they joke? Did they joke about that in that? Did you watch that summer vacation thing or whatever last year? Because I could have sworn they made fun of that when Anakin's there and he's talking to Poe or whatever. That was funny when he was like, when it was like actually Matt Lanter and he was there. That was so great. I don't know. I think those things are funny. Those like those little Star Wars specials or whatever. I think they're funny. People don't like them, but like I was that part when Boba Fett shows up and they start blasting his like theme music or whatever, and it's like Fett and he's like flying after. That was so funny. That like actually, I was laughing so hard at that. Like that was great. I didn't see that coming at all. That's what made it funny. Like it's that kind of like surprising type of humor where you're like, okay, I didn't see that coming at all. They're supposed to be bad, which makes it good. Yeah, they're like intentionally like spoofing these dumb aspects of the franchise, right? That's what I like about it too. Like the video game, the Skywalker Saga video game kind of did that too. Like where it poked fun like the sequels and how dumb they were. Like it's funny. I like it when they do that. When they actually like are like, it's like clearly the people making it like Star Wars, but they're also like willing to acknowledge when it's bad. They're like, we can make fun of it because we like it so much. We can make fun of when it's stupid. Like, did you watch the behind the scenes like documentary on Disney Plus about the making of Mando season 3? Because like it was so bad. Like like it's just like they talk about how they made it, and like the actors are talking about it, and Dave Filoni, Jon Favreau, they're talking about it, and they're acting like they told this really deep, profound story, but it has like no substance. It's so funny to watch. Like, and Pedro Pascal isn't even there. Like he couldn't even be bothered to show up because he wasn't even there when they shot it, was he? He was off making that zombie show, so he wasn't even there shooting Mando. I don't think he just dubbed over the lines probably. So like they're talking about it, and it's like Katie Sackhoff is there, the Bo-Katan actress, and like everyone else is there, but the main guy, like he's not even there to talk about it, and like whatever they're talking about, yeah, they're acting like they told this deep story. And they're like, look, we thought this great decision for Mando's character would be for him to give up the dark saber to Bo-Katan, even though we set up the story of him being like the Aragorn of the franchise. It's like, but that's not interesting at all. Like you give this character a plot device where it seems like they're set on a certain path to do something, and then you just backpedal on the. It's so fun. You should watch it. Like it's unintentionally hilarious listening to them talk about what they thought they were doing, or like acting like what they told, like the story they told. Or I wouldn't even call it a story because it's not really like what they tried to do, or I guess they didn't even really try, did they? What they did in Mando season 3, like them acting like they told this great, profound story. It's so fun to listen to. It's like you guys didn't even try. You guys you're like cashing a check now. Like you clearly don't care at all about this. Yeah, I think I'm just done with Mando. Like after season 3, what do you think season 4 is even going to be about? Because they said they already wrote the script. Like, what is it going to be? Like the story's over. Like they ended everything in a really rushed way at the end of season 3. Like, what's season 4 going to be about? Like, it's just Mando chilling out at his new home or whatever. Like, he's just there with Grogu. Like, what's the plot now? Like, there's no plot. And there's nothing interesting going on with his character either. Like, his character arc was ended at like at the end of season 2. Oh, you got to head out, ESF Lego man. Well, thanks for sticking around for a bit and having a chat. It was good talking to you. Yeah, this music is killer, man. This music's so freaking good. Yeah, this music is killer, man. This music's so freaking good. Yeah, this music is Narkina 5, the most messed up prison in the galaxy. It's definitely up there. It's up there with Auschwitz as being one of the most messed up prisons in the history of history. Oh, so they do have the other armchair or whatever. Is that what this is? Oh, maybe not. I thought it was going to be the second armchair of the house. Okay, we're almost done. Got this roof here. This is interesting. They're using a bunch of shield pieces for this. Final bag. Let's do this. Let's do it. All the balloons. Oh my goodness. This is gonna be epic, dude. This is really the key to everything. The balloons. Dude, this window pane is killing me. It doesn't want to go in. There we go. That's bizarre. Never more than 12. Oh man, here we go. All the balloons. Things are going up. My name is Kino Loy. My name is Kino Loy. Yep, here we go. The Rebellion theme. Rebellion Suite, whatever it's called. A great piece of music from the epic Andor. Good thing ESF Lego Man told me to put this one on because this is a good soundtrack. It's not like I don't listen to it all the time already. I'm just that much of a nerd. I feel like we're running out of space for balloons here. Come on. Oh, isn't there like a balloon pump or something, and that's what it's gonna be? That's probably it, right? Yeah, as I thought. It's going to be a balloon pump. Well, the mailbox is in here too. Wow, that's great. They really did put everything into this set. That's just awesome. The mailbox wasn't afforded quite the same level of detail, but that's alright. Still cool that they bothered to include it. So much detail in here. I love this. I love Up. Some of my favorite movies. So I love that they put so much care and attention to detail into this set. Dun, 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 dun. Here we go. This thing's coming together. Almost done. We got a squirrel too. Okay, I don't actually have this piece, so that's cool. I'm gonna skip to my favorite track. Got the marching band. It's so epic. There's a lot of green. I think there's more green balloons than anything else. So probably Lego just had an excess of green balloons. Unless there really are that many green balloons in the movie. Who knows? I'd have to double check. If they actually did fact check, then that's an insane level of attention to detail. But well, this is awesome. This is great. I'm loving this. Too bad the stickers are the biggest problem because they're always a freaking pain. But this is an awesome set. I'm glad that I bought this. It's not a waste. Not a waste of $80 by any means. Not at all. This was well worth the price. The amount of detail in here too. Yeah, I might do a set review of this. I kind of want to do that because yeah, this is just insanely good. It's insanely cool. Yeah. We got Carl here. Look at that. Carl and all the guys. We got put them there at the front step. Russell looks great too, and the backpack and all the detail on that. And Doug is here. Look at that, Doug. Look at him. Doug's just the best. I did order another Up Lego set, so I may or may not do a building stream for that too. And then we can have the set. It was like Kevin, I think, because you can't have the rest of the Up cast without Kevin. So whenever that arrives, I might do another build live stream because these are fun to do. I like hanging out with you guys. But yeah, in regards to videos I have planned, if any of you are watching this after the fact, and I don't know if you would be, I don't know if any of you care enough, but in regards to videos that I have planned, I definitely want to go see Oppenheimer. I'll definitely do a review of that film once I get the chance. But yeah, this is a great set. I'll definitely be doing a review of it. That's probably my next video, to be honest. And then I guess we'll just wait and see. I don't know. We'll see what the rest of the year has in store for us. The Ahsoka show's coming up. I don't know if I'm going to watch that. If I do, I might make a video on it. If I hate it, then maybe not, because I don't have room for negativity in my life right now, to be honest, to be completely honest. So, yeah, it's been fun building this set with you guys. Took a bit longer than I thought, actually. These balloons were definitely time-consuming, but they look really cool. This whole thing is just really cool. I'm glad they finally made some Pixar stuff, They need to go back and do more of this. I know it's like, I guess, the Disney 100th anniversary, right? That's why they made this set. But they should do more of this, like for Pixar movies in particular. I'd love to see some Monsters Inc. stuff and some of those other like older Pixar movies that are at least like a decade or so old. Like, I guess Monsters Inc. is like 2 decades old, but still. I guess Monsters Inc. is like 2 decades old, but still. I'd love to see them go back and revisit some of those Pixar movies, see how they envision those characters in Lego form. Because like what they've done here with like Doug and Russell and Carl, like it's really freaking pitch perfect. Like capturing those characters in Lego, it's freaking great. Yeah, this has been an interesting stream. Different vibes going on. We've got Up and we've got the Andor soundtrack. Bit of a tonal clash there, but it works. I think it works. Yeah, this has been fun. I'm glad I was able to come on here and do this because I did not have a great morning today. I got some kind of bad news, kind of put a bad taste in my mouth. Not a bad taste in my mouth, but a bit of a bad start to the day. But this day has ended up being okay. I get to hang out with you guys, build Lego. It's all fun, And this has been fun. So, yeah, thanks to everyone who tuned in. ESF Lego Man Israel Animations, or Israel Films, I believe you're now called. Mr. Matty, everyone who tunes in at least for a bit. Your presence was much appreciated. It's always fun chatting with you guys, and I'll definitely be doing more of these. More gaming live streams, maybe, but definitely another one of these build live streams, probably once the next Up Lego set I ordered comes in, the Buildable Kevin or whatever. But yeah, thank you to everyone who tuned in. And yeah, I'll see you guys pretty soon, probably in the set review or my Oppenheimer movie review, hopefully if I see it. So Yeah. Thanks, guys. I'll see you around. Peace out.